What up, though? This your boy Cousin P, and you're tuned in to the spot.
Spot where the ears meet the street.
You here with the players, the best. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you. Damn, I don't even know. I gotta hit the shit where your ear eat. What is it? Where your ears meet the street. Where your ear meet the street. The spot where your ear meet the streets, man. Where your ears meet the
To the spot where the ears meet the streets. My name is Vicky. I'm your host, and today we have on the show.
My name is Miss X. I'm from Stockton, California, representing.
Serious. You can't be rapping because rappers don't have no babies. You gotta think, will they fit in the new Mercedes? I just be thinking this reason is just for hating, cause I play a couple verses, they curse and say I'm amazing. I think it's just my ego, amigo, I'm misbehaving. I think he likes to eat on my bleeder when I be shaving. These hoes I don't be saving, mostly I just disgrace them. Most of my friends are folks who just know that I'm gonna grace them. Know that I don't embrace them, no huggy, kissy face them. Swallow them up, no cup, no luck, no chasing. All gas, no neck, no hands.
That was my next question. How long you been here in Sac?
Well, I don't live in Sac. I'm still in Stockton. I just came out here for this interview.
Oh, okay. So you came out for the interview. How long you been doing music?
Oh my goodness. I've been doing music since I was like a teenager, since I was in high school, but doing music, putting music out there since I was like 25.
Working on any new projects?
Yeah, actually, I'm working on a project. Like, I always wanted to do a girl group album with a bunch of female rappers. So right now we're working on a girl group project. Don't really have a name yet, but we kind of going with Gang of Roses for now. So just stay tuned. We're gonna have that for you in a couple months.
Okay, and you put any, have you done any singles? Any of your own stuff out there? Tell me about it.
Oh yeah, well, this year marks 1 year since I dropped my new mixtape. It's called The Divorce Party. And it's like an ode to me taking charge of my rap career and not really falling victim to the gimmicks, really worried about what the game is doing, just really focusing on the kind of music that I want to make and not really worried about what anybody else thinks about the music I make. Just make it and then somebody gonna feel it.
What gave you the influence for the name?
The Divorce Party? Okay, so you hear a lot of people, especially female rappers, say that they're married to the game. So we would say that I said that ever since I was younger. But, you know, the game has changed a lot. And in a marriage, when the marriage changes and it's not panning out the way you want to, after a while, especially when you feel neglected or being passed over for younger female artists that's more into sexual innuendos. You know, you kind of feel like you're getting pushed out the way. Like, you know, I want a divorce. I could do my own thing. You know, most women, when they feel like the relationship is not working out, they want to get a divorce and try stuff on their own. So that's kind of like the angle I was going for. Like, I'm divorcing the game. I'm going to do my own thing. Ain't nobody going to tell me the type of female rapper I'm going to be. Ain't nobody going to tell me I have to dress a certain way, rap about certain stuff just to get heard. So,
describe your sound for me.
My sound is, I don't know how to describe it. Versatile. I think I can appeal to pretty much any artist because I'm not afraid to say what's on my mind. So, my style is more so catered to not just women, like men can feel it too, because I don't hate men. Like, most people see the title and they see Divorce Party. I got a lot of people that would tell me, oh, it looked like you hate men. And it's not that. It's like a man could divorce the game, you know? So it's the sound that I'm bringing is something that everybody can feel. Anybody who's ever done music and has gone through all of the struggles doing music and just want to put themselves out there the way that they want to, they can feel that.
So what are some of the things that you hoping that your fans get from your creativeness?
Shoot, you can make the kind of music that you want to make. You don't have to follow the norm and what everybody else is doing. You don't have to follow the gimmicks to get heard. Like, I hope that people understand that being unique is what gets you heard. Like, I'm from Stockton. You asked me, was I from Sacramento artists heard of me before, and that's because I wasn't afraid to do my own thing. So I'm just hoping that people just stop trying to, you know, do that cookie cutter rap stuff and just not be afraid to do their own thing, because you never know, you might invent something. You might invent a style that other people might be drawn to.
Right. Rap has changed a lot. So what are some positive and some negative things that you liked or disliked about the change of music in the last 10, 20 years?
It's changed. I'm a little older than a lot of the rappers that I'll be around. So what I've seen, the good thing about it is it's a lot more girls. I like seeing that it's a lot more girls. You know, at first they always made it seem like it's going to be one girl, one camp, one girl at a time. Now it's like, especially with Megan Thee Stallion, you know, she kind of invited everybody, like everybody should just join up. So I like how they're allowing more females with different sounds to come into the game, and they're not pitting them against each other. They're allowing everybody to freely express themselves. What I don't like is that it's too many hands in the pot with female. There ain't no female-owned record label, so a lot of females are still subject to have to, you know, show their ass, show their body, talk about sex, talk about, can we cuss? Talk about sucking dick and prostituting, stripping and hoeing just to get, you know, a major deal, because it seems like that's all, like it's all catered. Even though there's a lot of girls, it's still kind of catered to men. So they need like a female record label that, you know, lets females express themselves without it always having to be sexual all the time.
Right. With the females, it is always sexualized. How do you feel about that? I noticed that you said that you don't promote any of that. So do you feel like that it's harder for you sometimes because you don't promote that? You don't have that extra inch to get through the door?
Yeah, you know, I'm not the most voluptuous woman, so I had to not rely on sexuality in order to make music. So it's like different when you in the music, when you in the zone. Like when I was making the music, I tuned the world out. Then you step out to go put your music out, and you're like, oh shit, everybody naked. Like, so how are they gonna accept me? So it's not that I'm not sexual. I do talk about sexual topics, but I think it's more so, I think they playing us cheap. Like that's not all we're about. Like there's other topics that females, we go through in life. Like a lot of us are single moms, a lot of us got kids, a lot of us are raising sons without their fathers, a lot of us are heartbroken. And I feel like a lot of females are afraid to talk about stuff like that because it's not catchy, and they want to make the kind of music that they can get dudes to buy too.
Right. So I feel like a lot of times, do you think that the women focus more on their craft or the sexualness? Because I feel like it's a lot of women out here who are rapping and they're sexualizing more than they're rapping.
Oh,
and so when you come down like to little girls per se, you know, they're not really, what you rapping about matter because they're looking at that.
Honestly, I think so. And the influence, a lot of female rappers, I might get shot for this or whatever, make somebody upset, but I feel like a lot of them are just like girlfriends of rappers or executives, and they're not really rappers. So they are getting other people to write for them, and they're writing all this sexual music. Whereas the females that really been rapping and been doing it a long time, I could tell the difference. They're not afraid to say what's going on really in the world of women, what's in the world, period. But it's like a lot of these little thoughts or bimbos or whatever, they coming in and they just get somebody to write them something real quick, and they can sing, I can suck dick like this, that, and then, you know, there's your hit.
Just being a woman myself, some of the stuff, a lot of stuff I hear, I'm like, that's not real. Like, you know what I mean? But they advertise it to the younger girls, and so that's what they look up to, that's what they idolize.
Because it's not okay to be struggling no more. It's not okay to be short on the bills. So, you know, when, you know, the early 2000s, late 90s, when people was like, when Tupac was writing Keep Your Head Up, and females, Eve came out with Love Is Blind, like they was talking about real topics, real stuff that women go through. Now, don't nobody want to hear that. That's, to them, that's, they don't want to admit that they struggle, because they want everybody to think everything is always good with them all the time. So they're not putting out real music, because it's like, you wake up rich every day, I wish I could have that. No bills, no worrying about nothing. And then you come to find out later when you do some digging, that person really ain't doing so well in life. So I'm just not afraid to say that.
Right. So how do you see yourself as an artist aside from that kind of female artist? What sets you aside besides the fact that you don't, what am I trying to say? You don't advertise a lot of sexual, especially to the younger girls. Like I said, again, we have younger women watching us all the time. So what sets you just aside?
When I was writing a lot of the songs for the divorce party, I have all daughters. So I don't have any sons. So when I'm making music, I gotta think about them too. What I'm making, they're gonna eventually hear it or have to listen to it. So what sets me apart is that I just tuned the world out. I made music the way I wanted to. And then my kids came in and they were like, that's good, Mom. You should put that out. I like that song. That's a real good song. And I don't really make nothing that my kids can't listen to, that my kids can't be proud of to hear me say out of my mouth. Whether it be sexual or non-sexual, you know, I just want to make some type of music that my kids be like, yeah, my mom did that, and she didn't have to do all that crazy mess just to get heard. Like, she wasn't afraid to just be a real woman.
Right, that's important. Who are some of your main influences and role models?
In music, I'ma just keep it real. It wasn't even a female. My main influence in rap is E40. And that's just because I've been listening to him since I was in junior high. And he didn't really like push towards mainstream. He pushed towards keeping it real. So he just captured his audience and they just followed him all the way up to the top. He just always been himself. He always rapped about what was really in life. Even when he had money, he like, I got money, but I ain't forgot where I came from. He makes songs like that. Stuff you could really feel. Da Brat was one of my favorite female MCs when I was a kid. When she came out with that Funkdafied album, she shut it down. Like, you know, it was like, as soon as I heard her, I was like, oh, so girls can do this too? And I started writing as soon as I heard her drop that album.
she's one who had you. So you write all your music, and Da Brat is the one who got you writing your music.
I remember I made a little song one time. It was this girl rapping on the back of the bus, and all the boys was like, they would listen to her. And so Da Brat had this song called "I'ma Give It To You." So I wrote something to that, and I was like, man, as soon as they start rapping on the back of the bus, I'm on it. As soon as she started popping off, and then I started doing that. When the Brat song came on, I did my thing, and it was just like, oh. So, you know, I was like, shoot, that was a dope ass beat. But yeah.
When did you know that music was what you? When did you know that rapping was what you wanted to do? When did you know that that's what your gift was?
Yeah, I think it's just always been in me since I was a kid. Like, I knew something was different, and I like walk around and I could verses just be popping in my head, and I feel like talent is innate. Like, some people force it and some people just have it. It's God given for me, so that's all I know. It's like music. I don't think it started really anywhere. I think it's just as a kid, I was just watching the Grammy Awards, like, I could do that. I hear songs, like, I could write a good song. I could do those things.
Does your music, does it rub off on your kids?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The little ones more, they tell me, I can hear them singing songs, and it made me proud as a mom because they could sing along with my songs, and it's nothing that, like, you hear your kids, you know, walk in the room, real ass bitch, or busting open the door like, excuse you, but I hear them singing my songs. Like, I got a song called Rap Queen where I'm talking about how hard it was for me to be a rapper while trying to maintain a relationship, and how the guy that I was with wasn't too cool with me going in the studio around other dudes making music, and no matter what you said to him, he just gonna always hate on it. So my kids like that song. They would be like, Mom, play that. That's my favorite. I like that one. So that would make me choke up a little bit.
That's like, well, that's all the questions I have for you today. Thank you for coming out.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. Shout out to the 209. We made it. Social media info. You can find me on Instagram at Miss X209. Facebook, Miss X Syrita, Syrita. Twitter, I don't even know how to use that. I need a Twitter helper. If somebody know how to help me do Twitter, find me. Find me on Facebook or Instagram.
Peace.